Kind of hard to tell. But this is elm. Oh. Elm is a nice wood. Nice hardwood. It's got good grain in it and everything. Well, I got to get back to milling this. Well, I'm all done cutting. That piece down there has got a big void in it on the other side, so I'll take that off the mill. I'll take this off the mill tomorrow and put it in the firewood section. This has got what we got. You can see it's elm has got some awesome grain to it. Like, it's got really nice grain once it's sanded up and finished and everything, you know. So this piece right here is, well, if you count from bark to bark, that's how wide it is. But we go up here to usable. If you want to use this as usable lumber, you're going to have to cut this down. You know, take a string and go from here down to there and mark it, and then cut a straight line, and then cut a straight line on that side. But what you want to do is you want to find the spot where it's going to be the skinniest. So, and then you see that big curve right there, so we got to make up for that curve. So I'd say it's about from that dark ring right there to over here, you can get about a 13-inch wide board out of this if you wanted to use the full length. But if you wanted to cut it in half and shorten it, then it'd be, you know, different. But so yeah, it's 14 there, but it's, ooh, that's pushing it. You can probably get a 14-inch wide board out of this. This side is still good usable. This is like 21 inches wide of good usable space or wood, and then when you get down to here, it drops down to like 16 and a half or whatever. So still good usable wood. Tomorrow, if it's nice, I gotta bring the dingo back here and get that off, stick it in the firewood pile, move that maple and stick that in the firewood pile. And then I've got this this cherry log here. This cherry log I'll probably buzz up tomorrow. See, it's got kind of a rotted side, so I'll make sure that the rotted side is on the bed, and then I'll come in and slice it. And I've got to clean that little area up tomorrow right there so I can pull some dirt out, make it flat, and then restack some wood that I had on pallets under there. And then I want to take this wood that's stacked on here and take it all and stack it right over there underneath the pine trees and let it air dry, which is a real good spot for the wood to air dry and stuff like that. So tomorrow is put that on the firewood pile, clean that stuff up, bring the dirt out to fill in that hole, get that stuff stacked. And then what I'll do is I'll use the dingo, and I'll bring the dingo right up to the side, and then I'll just put the wood across the the loader arms and load it up, and then back it up, and then take it right in there, and then unload it, and then come up here and get some more, and back and forth, so I don't have to carry each one of those separately, because some of these are pretty thick, but this stuff here is like almost 16 foot long, some of them, and a lot of them are 12 footers and 10 footers, but it take me a long time to take and hand walk every single one of those and stick it over there. So that's why I'll use the uh, dingo as like a big dolly, and I'll stack a bunch of wood on it and then take it over there and unstack it and then come back over here and you know do it that way. See, we got some more cherry right here. All this is cherry. These are pine right there. This whole row right here is cherry already. So, yeah, I got my hands full tomorrow. All right, you guys have a good one.